Good evening, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader here with your evening webcast. Okay, so as advertised, we're going to start doing these nightly webcasts. There's a lot of good stuff to talk about. There's a lot of good lessons to learn, a lot of insight as to how we do things in the chat room for those of you that want to learn and are interested more. This is a good segue into all of that. So let's start on the daily chart. We have been in a lower band ride. And that means price has interacted with this yellow line. That's the second standard deviation lower band. It's been doing it for the last 3 sessions. The bands have started to expand, although they're still, relatively speaking, they're pretty tight, 3.07. Now, when we did the morning webcast this morning, we were talking about the potential for a double bottom down at 24.19. The overnight session provided a couple of fantastic trades. We did a short from 30. We did a long against 19. The Globex traded really smoothly. I didn't have a great time of it during the regular session today. I'll show you why. The whole day was really about fighting over the daily lower band. So you see a lot of this compression, a lot of this trading around the 24 area throughout the afternoon. That was really a battle over the daily lower band. It was a battle that the bulls ultimately won. I'm currently long 26, but that was not without some fits and starts and trying to get through the chop of all of this. So it comes out, it fails at our proprietary moving average, heads down and makes a morning low. I was dead wrong up here. I was dead wrong. One of the things about us is when we're dead wrong, we will tell you that we are dead wrong. I was short. I talked myself out of it because I liked the move and the support back here at VWAP and at the opening print of the regular session, and I got caught. And it was no fun. I gave back part of the 12 handles that I made overnight, and I spent the rest of the day kind of rehabilitating that up into the lunch hour in the early afternoon. Got chopped around a little bit here, and like I said, I'm currently in a long. The lesson to be learned is trust your stuff. Trust your stuff. Trust your stuff. The reality was there was really no viable long until this 26 area had converted, and I missed out on what would have been a very nice short. I'm not complaining. We've doubled the monthly goal for the room as of August 21st, but the lesson here is to trust your stuff. So chopping around through 24 is a great big battle for this line. This is a daily chart. It's a big battle for the lower band. So now, because we closed above the daily lower band, the pressure is on the bulls for the first time in a long time. The pressure's on the bears to do what? The bears now need to engage with this lower band. It's now down at 24.21 and change. We are trading 28.29. We've been as high as 29.75. The bears are going to need a push. The way this typically sets up is they'll get their push, it'll turn into a dip buy, and that's how band rides end. So how does a band ride end? It's 2 ways. First of all, the absolute has to go an entire Globex session without interacting with the band. Okay? So we are on the clock, so to speak, for that. It's got a long way to go. We got a lot of, it's a long way till 5 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, but that's the task that is in front of the bulls, if they can pull it off. The bears want to get back. They want to interact here. They want to get below this yellow line, which is the 100-day exponential moving average. They want to convert this moving average. They don't want this to be a test, because what it looks like on much longer term time frames is we've come down, we've tested the 100-day, and off we go. This market has struggled in converting the 100-day exponential moving average, did it for a little while back in October of 2016. They lost it on election night, and they've never gotten it back since. So holding the 100-day is going to bring in dip buyers, and that's what it did today at 24.15. So as we head into Globex tonight, as we head into tomorrow, the bulls, they want to follow through. They want to get above yesterday's Globex high, 31.5. That's so exceeding the prior day high and not interacting with the Bollinger Band will end the band ride. Okay, that'll end the band ride, and it sets up a test of this week's weekly pivot. We talked about that a little bit this morning, 24.39. That matches the high from Friday. Okay, so daily pivot comes in at 25. That's going to have something to say if it's retested. You can see there where we violated this double bottom, but we got it back very quickly. So what do the bears want to do? Bears want to break this. They want to break 1575. They want to break the 100-day. Ultimately, they want to convert the 100-day exponential moving average to resistance, and then they want to go ahead and try to go after the low from back on June 29th at 24.02 quarter. I would expect there to be support down in the 02 area, certainly at the roundy, and it would bounce, but the bears would eventually want to win that battle. Now, if the bulls are back in a big way, you see them convert weekly pivot and start to get back into some of the areas that they lost last week. The interesting thing is, if you convert weekly pivot, if you look at here, it's really a free fall. And so basically what you have is you've kind of got air. There's no place you can really latch onto as definitive resistance. You kind of got air, at least until you get up into the say the 55 area, and that starts to line up with other things. By then, the daily mid band right now is at 24.59, and that'll continue to go down in line with price. And eventually, if the bulls win the day, you'll have a showdown between the daily mid band and price, which is what we had early last week. The bulls failing to convert the daily mid band led to the drop that we've seen over the last couple of days. All right, hope that helps. Have a fantastic night. Like I said, we're going to be doing these. If you're interested in coming and taking a trial, it's a fantastic time to do it. A lot of great people in the room, a lot of great volatility to trade. We would love to meet you. Everybody have a great night. Catch the market webcast first thing in the morning. Trade them well.